What's up, it's Lori. Okay, so this is going to be my third video today, and in the very first video I showed how I did my entire eyeshadow and my mascara. In this video what I'm going to show you is how I actually take it a second, or yeah, just another level up in as far as creating a more dramatic eyeshadow. So what I have on my eyes right now is actually just three colors. One highlighter here called Innocent, a shimmery highlighter on the bottom called Sexy, and in the center I've got a blusher actually, and it's called Seductive. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to use a very dark pigment called Daring, and it's almost black. A lot of people are kind of intimidated by these very, very dark colors. So what I do is I get the brush that looks like kind of that very skinny crease brush. I just dab it in a tiny bit of water, and then I put a tiny bit of the pigment into the lid and I mix it up with water. So as you can see here on the end of the brush, I've got some of it. I put it into the lid and I just put a tiny bit of water, and you create almost like a watercolor out of it. And as you play with this, you'll get the right consistency that you like for yourself. I like to keep a paper towel handy so that I can, if I have too much water, too much pigment, just kind of dab it on there. So I'll open my eye, and see when you open where it naturally creases, this is where you're going to want to place this, okay? So my eye naturally creases right here. And I'm just going to paint that on like that. And I've got a mirror so I can double check my work, because I've not ever done my makeup right into the camera before. But okay, so you'll just want to smooth that out, and your line's not going to be perfect, okay? Just make sure you have it as smooth as possible. And then what I like to do is I like to get a round brush like this. It's kind of rounded. And I use that for blending. If it's got a previous color on there, I will just dip it into water and I'll just wipe it off on my paper towel, dry it up as much as I can, and then just smooth it. And you blend this right into the other colors that you already have on your eye. And when you use the colors wet, they really do stick right onto your eyelid, and they don't move. So if you have too much, like right now I think that's too much, what I'll do is I'll just get my water, add a brush rather, and I'll add a little bit of water and I'll blend it, and you can actually just remove some of the color, wipe it on your paper towel, and just kind of rinse and repeat until you have the blend that you're looking for. And that's one thing I actually really like about these, is that they're very, very blendable. And if you're over 30 like myself and you don't have that perfect 18-year-old eyelid, this is great because it's not going to move around on you. It's not going to crease, and you're not going to get that sweat, you know, crease. What some of you know what I'm talking about. So I'll just continue to blend, and that's how I take my eye to another level. So you can see this eye is kind of more like daytime eye, and this is a more dramatic, more like nighttime, where you have that kind of smoky effect. So this is my tip for you today, and I hope you enjoy it. And click the links below, connect with me, let me know if you have any questions, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.